Damian Lillard coming back to Portland is such a win for this city.
Mhm.
We will talk basketball
Yeah.
later today. We'll talk basketball in a year, at the beginning of the season. Like, there's plenty of room for basketball, but I think what's really important, and if you listen to the boys in the morning, they said the same thing, that this is just, it's a happy moment. We talked about it yesterday when the news broke, when Bill Oram tweeted that out. Shams confirmed it. You yourself confirmed it, Danny, and we were able to kind of have that instant reaction. Now that we've had a little time to breathe, a little time to catch our breath, where are you today on this situation?
I mean, I went home yesterday and did about 35, 40 minutes on a live show on Jack Ramsey's, and call me corny or whatever. There's a point in time where the thug tears almost came out.
Thug tears?
Oh yeah,
I don't know what that is.
I had to fight him back, man. I was just telling him, get back in there. Because it was just like, it's such a win. It's such a win. It's such a win for the city. It's such a win for the fan base. Like, I'm not going to share this person's name, but I got a lot of texts like these. And he's the father of a young man who has a disability, and he is at every Trailblazers game. And I see them damn near every game. And he DM'd me and was like, my son was heartbroken when Dame left. And he said he hasn't been the same since Dame left. But today, he elevated in his wheelchair, and excitement is back in his world.
That's amazing.
Like, I literally sent it to Dame, and like it was like, this is what you mean to people, man.
We
like,
do it for the kids.
This is dope that you're coming back. And he was like, it's bigger than basketball.
Wu-Tang is for the children.
And it's like I have probably a dozen stories in my phone over the last, less than 24 hours like this, of varying degrees. Whether it's somebody talking about their disabled son, or the 55-year-old Blazers fan who was a kid in '77 and watched them win a title, and still what Dame means to them. Like, it runs the gamut. Men, women, young, old. It just, Dame is Portland. And we talked about the other day when Adam Silver, mentioned the new arena.
When we thought we had freaked out the biggest for the week.
Yeah.
We thought that was our biggest freak out for the week.
And it was like, we talked about it, and I necessarily didn't want to, in the sense of like, because number one, I don't think it's going to happen, but number two, it's super depressing. But the idea of the team leaving the town is on the literal other end of the spectrum, where Dame coming back is such an infusion of hope, joy, and people are like, oh, it's just nostalgia. And it's like, it's not just that. He means more.
Hey, I'll tell you what, even if it is a little bit of nostalgia, I'm okay with that. Because this town's reputation, some deserved, some not deserved, has taken a pretty big hit over the last 5 years. And to have somebody who, by all accounts, publicly and privately, is just a great human being, choosing to be here and making places like here his priority, has to make you feel good in this town. Now, again, you can have your anti, from a basketball standpoint, kind of views on this. You can have your, it doesn't make sense to me on a financial or a team level. Like, I'm willing to hear those. But as far as just a feel good, yeah. As far as just me waking up and being like, yeah, I come into Portland every day and I talk about sports, and I get to talk about Damian Lillard for at least 3 more years while he's here, instead of being afar. Like, we were talking about Big Ten Media Days coming up, and it's like, we got to cover Jonathan Smith. How long do we cover Jonathan Smith?
Yeah.
How long do people care about that story until he's, not at Michigan State and now he's at Coastal Carolina, or he does really well and now he's at Florida State or something like that? When does that stop being a local vibe? And I think Dame could have gone down that path as well, but we don't have to think about that anymore.
And, it's funny that you bring that up. I'm writing up the kind of, the Dame is back piece for the Patreon, and tried to have it finished last night, but I was wiped out after doing everything. And that was kind of the framing of it, in the sense of, the last time I wrote about Damian Lillard it was a very long, kind of personal, process of that whole summer.
Hey, this is supposed to be strictly business. You were taking this very personal. No, and I love you for it.
No, it was
it's
like
a Godfather line.
No, I got you. But it was, I documented all 89 days and kind of what I saw and what things were from my point of view. And, without giving too much of it away, it was like, I thought that might be the last time I wrote about Damian Lillard as a Trailblazer. And my takeaway from all of this, my selfish takeaway, is that's not true anymore. And now we get to talk about Damian Lillard as one of our own again.
Well,
and there's something about that is just resonating through everybody.
Stories don't end this way.
No.
They just don't.
No. Think about
Michael leaves Chicago, goes to the Wizards, and it's like, okay, this isn't so great. We'd love a reunion tour one more year in Chicago. Come on back, bud. And it's like, no.
Think about
There's the 1-day contract to retire, but nobody cares about
different. That. I mean, Dwayne Wade kind of coming back to the Heat was kind of this, and that's probably the closest that it comes. But Wade wasn't traded away; he was left in free agency, because he wasn't getting his money. So I'm trying to, without diving into it, it's kind of an open-ended question. I was like, how many guys are top draft picks that are franchise icons that get traded away that come back and actually play?
I don't have any off the top of my head.
My going through my head, I was like, God, does that exist?
I think the only person I can't think of somebody that's actually done it.
Mm-hmm.
The only person I could think of that could do it, which I really don't want to get into, but I'm going to say it, is LeBron. That's the only one I could see.
Yeah, but again, he also left in free agency.
Correct.
He wasn't
traded
away.
Fair. So you're talking about somebody not against their will, but
it's a point of contention. Plenty of guys have left and come back and done that part of it, but this is different because he was traded away.
Joe Montana never went back to San Francisco. Yeah, this doesn't happen.
It's a very unique, very Portland thing.
Is it a Portland thing? Is this our personality in a nutshell?
Yeah, I think so.
Not looking people in the eye?
Yeah. Dame looking in the eye.
Passive aggressive.
He's
done it before, and I got really scared. I used to work at a place in Lake Oswego, and we had an event space there, and it was Stotts was still the coach, and this is probably 10 years ago, and they had a preseason
the team dinner.
welcome back sort of thing, and they came out and they were there, and guys are walking by, and you're kind of like, oh, snap, that's Damian Lillard. And he made eye contact with me, and I thought I was going to die. It was piercing into my soul in a good way.
Yeah.
But in I'm serious.
No,
I see you.
He's a very, he knows the name of every security guard in the building kind of a deal. Legitimately at Moda, all the ushers and stuff like that, he knows everyone.
What if I want to do that, but I'm an idiot and have a terrible memory and can't remember everyone's names?
He's right on your hand.
I want to be like Shohei. Shohei says hi to umpires every time at the beginning of the game. He's like, hey.
The really funny thing is when Freddie Freeman screws with him because he always pays it's the elderly respect from the Japanese culture.
Mm-hmm.
And Freddie will stand there before they're walking on the field and stand by the door. And Shohei's like, nope, not walking through first. Not walking through first.
Not walking, nope.
And Freddie will just sit there and screw with him and screw with him and screw with him and then finally go. And then Shohei will give him a little bow and go. And it's it's literally little things like that. It's fun.
Well, the city of Portland got their flowers, and we're all feeling pretty good about it. Seeing that on the text line and the YouTube chat. I'll read some of those when we come back. That's how great it feels now. That's how it feels to be a fan.